Are you trusting your summer comfort to Puxatawny Phil? While historically Phil is only 35% accurate, Premier 100% knows summer's on the way. Get $2,000 off a new HVAC unit when you buy select High Seer energy efficient units from Premier Heating and Air. Join the Premier Club for $99 and get a free Wi-Fi thermostat. Club membership includes 20% off repairs, priority booking, annual cleaning and inspection. Call today and learn more about club benefits. Call 478-300-2633 or log on to premierishere.com. Experience a Premier difference today. A locally owned and operated company.
Hello everyone, I'm Dwayna Cooper and I am with the St. Patrick's Committee, and we are here today to have another conversation about one of our official events in our series of All Things Festival. Today I am joined by Melody Smith and Jane Garbett, and these ladies are part of the Aaron Garden Club, and the event that we're talking about eventually today is going to be the Ramble Tour of Homes on Bellevue. So Miss Melody, please just tell me a little bit about yourself and your family.
Okay. I joined Aaron Garden Club about 13 years ago. I'm married to Eddie Smith, and my parents, my dad was Mac Bryson and my mother's Togie Bryson. And we have one son and a daughter-in-law and two wonderful grandchildren. And like I said, I've been in Garden Club for 13 years and have really enjoyed it. And not only am I a member of the Aaron Garden Club, but I'm also the Camellia District Director for the Garden Club of Georgia, serving on that board also.
Wow, well thank you for that, because anybody who serves on a board or a committee is to be commended, because they're volunteer positions and they take up a lot of your time. So thank you, because I know that communities really benefit from those type of volunteers, and these clubs couldn't exist without, you know, people who volunteer their time like you. And Miss Jane, tell me a little bit about you.
Well, my name is Jane Garbett. I'm married to Charlie Garbett, and he has Garbett Construction Company.
Sure.
They're located here in Dublin. It's been almost 50 years that they've been in business, and I actually live across the street from the Page House where we are right now at 802 Bellevue. And my home is on the tour, along with several other homes and businesses. And
so tell me about the Garden Club specifically. If someone that is viewing today doesn't know about the Garden Club and what they do for the city, talk to me about that a little bit.
Okay, we are Aaron Garden Club. Been here, I'm not sure how many years, because it's longer than I've been here.
Wow.
But I've been a member for 18 years of the Garden Club, and we have a wide variety of ages in the Garden Club. We have ladies that are mine and Melody's age, but fortunately we have a lot of young women that have joined. They're going to keep it going for us.
Yeah, that's great.
Once we can't do it anymore or whatever, but we have a lot of activities and things that we do in areas that we take care of, and we take care of several spots in Dublin with the landscaping.
Yeah.
And we have also done a lot of work down at the farmer's market.
Right. And
the market on Madison.
It's beautiful down there.
Various things like that. Melody, got something you want to contribute?
About a year ago, our Garden Club in Georgia Power dedicated a set of the First Ladies of Georgia camellias that we gave to the city and planted at the Railroad Park. And recently we just replaced the oak tree that had fallen with a magnolia tree there.
Oh, that's amazing.
And as Jane said, we are doing the market. In fact, this week we're planting about 40 azaleas down there, if everything goes right, weather and all. And
what perfect timing for the festival and all the events that are going to be down there, specifically, you know, the Pig in the Park this weekend and Super Saturday. So that's going to look great down there.
One other thing I'd like to mention is our Garden Club puts fresh flowers in the City Hall just about every week for the people that come in to enjoy and the workers to enjoy.
Well, that's a great tip. I had no idea about that. So thank you for sharing that. We're here today specifically to talk about the official event, which is the Irish Ramble Tour of Homes. So can you just talk to us a little more about what that event is?
Well, we have several homes that are on the tour and some businesses, a couple of historic sites at churches, the Fred, the Baptist Church.
First Baptist, which will be celebrating their 200th anniversary in April.
Right.
Perfect.
And the cemetery behind First Methodist, which is the oldest cemetery in this area.
In Dublin. And the Episcopal Church.
Episcopal Church is
also.
on it.
The
And
theater and the Carnegie Library. And it's not the Art Council now, it's got another name, but they're going to fill the Carnegie with their artwork.
That's right.
Oh, that'll be a perfect addition to the
That'll be-
tour.
That'll be part of the St. Patrick's,
Right.
events that are going to be happening in March.
Well, is this the first anniversary of the Ramble, or has it been going on previous to this year?
No, this is our.
Right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The fundraiser we're having is basically for Garden Club of Georgia. It's to raise money for historic landscape preservation landscapes, for grants that people can apply for through the Garden Club of Georgia. They started these fundraisers in 1996, and this is the 9th fundraiser. It rotates between all the districts. This is the first time it's being hosted in Dublin.
Wow.
As district director, I was asked, you pick the site. What better place than Dublin?
Yes.
And to show our beautiful historic homes, churches, and just
Buildings.
our downtown area, the history down there, down in the city. And Dublin has a lot to offer when it comes to history of Georgia. And there's just to go back and read back in the late 1800s, it's hard to believe that Dublin had the most millionaires of any city in the United States.
Wow.
But the boll weevil came in and destroyed it.
The boll weevil. Well, I assume that hopefully as we go through, the people who participate in the tour, they'll learn about some of these things because that's great information, very interesting. Now, Miss Jane, your home is on the tour as well. Can you tell us a little bit about the home itself?
Well, honestly, we've lived there for 27 years, but this house was built in 1947, and there have only been 3 owners of the house. It's not as historic as, say, the Lovett House or the Page House, but we just want people to be able to get out and walk around our neighborhood. And there are a couple of other little homes. There's a bungalow that's back behind my house on the corner of Elm Street and Stonewall that's going to be featured. And you could just kind of see the difference in like a beautiful, larger space like the Page House as opposed to a bungalow
Sure.
type of a house. And so
Well-
we're offering some variety.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It sounds like a lovely variety between, the museum and the churches and in a variety of homes. I'm very excited. Talk to us about how a person who wanted to attend, where can they find tickets? What is the cost?
On Erin Garden Club Facebook page, you'll find information. We're putting out information weekly, sometimes several times during the week.
All right, Erin
But you're going
Garden
to
Club.
see this sign throughout Dublin. It's being posted in different stores, restaurants, businesses, and you'll see the QR code. And if you'll just scan that QR code, it tells you the schedule. It shows you the pictures of different venues that are going to be on the tour, and you can purchase your ticket right there at the same time. Tickets are $50, but one thing that comes out of that $50 is everyone will get a $10 chamber buck.
Oh.
And you can use that at a restaurant downtown for your lunch, or you can go into one of the stores. The merchants and our community is already being very supportive. There's going to be discounts, free gifts for every ticket holder that's purchased by March the 10th, so we can get everything organized and have it ready. So I encourage people, go ahead and purchase your tickets, because there's going to be an extra surprise for the first 200 ticket purchases. Because your name will go into a basket that we're hoping to have a value of about $500 or more to give to one lucky person. I do want to just take a moment to just explain that the money that's raised for this, any 501c3 or a government entity can apply for the grant. Currently, we have given over $230,000 to communities throughout Georgia. It's easy, the grant's easy to do. I'll be glad to help anybody that is interested in it. You can look at restoring old cemeteries. It has to be at least a 50-year-old landscape that needs renovation. And it doesn't have to be just flowers and shrubs. It can help with erosion problems and all. So I do encourage people in our community to apply, because no one from this area has ever applied for one of the grants.
Well, that's great. So anyone can apply as long as the facility or building is 50 years or older.
Right, and it's a 501c3 or government.
Well, that's great to know as well.
So if we have people that are seeing this today that don't see one of our, signs up anywhere, you can go to our Facebook page
Correct.
to buy your tickets.
And visit WDIG.org has a
yes.
tab for you guys
They
as
have
well.
a tab.
So that's another place that you can find out information
Right.
about the tour of homes. Well, ladies, I really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much. I'm excited, and I hope that the community really gets involved, because there's not many opportunities that you have like this to visit, inside of these historic buildings, and the variety all at once. And hopefully it'll be a lovely day, March the 28th, and people can get out and just walk, and the downtown community can be involved. And like you said, specials, going on, discounts, things like that. So please participate. This is a really, really great opportunity that I'm excited about.
Thank you so
thank
much
you.
for having us and
thank
giving
you.
us this opportunity.
Well, good. We'll be right back with some more information about another home that's on the tour.
Lovett Insurance, built on family values that stand the test of time. Business, home, auto. LovettInsurance.com. 478-272-6731. Stop by 510 Bellevue Avenue in Dublin. Lovett Insurance, built on family values.
All right, well, now we are back, and we have added Miss Julie Graham. And we are in the former Page House. She is, it is now the home of Total Earth Services, and it is one of the newest renovations that has happened on Bellevue, and this lady, basically was the director of that. So welcome, Julie, and thank you so much for opening up this wonderful home for the tour. Can you just tell us, first of all, just tell us a little bit about you and who you are. I know that you have a long history in Dublin, so please share that with everyone.
Okay, my name is Julie Graham, formerly Julie Stevens, and I was born and raised in Dublin. My parents, I can't do it.
That's all right. Start again. Just start all over again. No.
Okay.
You're just going to start talking like
Okay,
brand new.
I can just start talking again?
Yeah.
All right. So should I tell about my parents?
Yes, all that. I think that's what I'm digging
sorry, I'm
for.
so nervous. Okay.
It's okay.
Honey. It's me and you.
Okay. All right. My name is Julie Graham. I was born and raised in Lawrence County. My father was E.L. Stevens. He was solicitor of the state courts here. And my mom was Jean Stevens. She actually worked downtown at Maxwell Furniture on the corner. And she was also a member of the Garden Club. I'm married to Jim Graham, and he's the owner of Total Earth Services. And this is our new office space.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Now, like I said, I know that you had a big hand in designing and decorating this home. But first, talk to me, give me just a brief history of the home, a little bit about the house itself.
The Page House was built in 1903 by T.L. Griner. He sold it in 1904 to J.D. Smith, and then it was sold again in 1905 to Mr. Page, who was a horse and buggy doctor here. And the house remained in the Page family for 60 years until 1965. And then he sort of fell on hard times and The Page House went through a lot of changes and a lot of ownership changes. It was a corporate office, I believe, for Farmers Furniture, a funeral home, a church, a private residence.
Wow.
And also a bed and breakfast. I believe in 1998, the Kennedy family bought it and restored it. And then I think they made a bed and breakfast out of it, as well as the last owners.
Yeah. I remember they would host teas. My daughter, when she was very young, for one of her birthday parties, we had a tea here. But it's gone through a great renovation, a big renovation, since that you guys made the purchase. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
We made the decision to renovate the Page House. Number one, because we both grew up here in Dublin, and this has always been an icon that you drive by on Bellevue. Everybody looks when you go by. I remember as a little girl with my parents driving by and seeing the Page House. But we made the decision to renovate. We wanted to make sure that we kept the cultural integrity of the house.
Historical.
Yes, and but we needed to adapt it and update it for commercial use. And that's what we did when we changed it to Total Earth Services corporate office.
Well, it is beautiful, the sneak peek that I've seen so far. And, hopefully everyone will come out for this event and see. I know that you put a lot of personal things in the house. Can you just give me a little hint about one of those that's very, very interesting?
One thing that's interesting is upstairs in my office there is a Waterford crystal chandelier, and that actually came out of the Bowie Steel estate here in Lawrence County. The owner of the estate, he made his money through turpentine, and I went to an estate sale there and was able to retrieve that crystal chandelier, and it's upstairs in my office.
Oh, that's very special. Another tie right here to make this home even more historical and special than it is. I know that you guys have ties here. You've both been here a long time. Let's just talk a little bit about the festival itself and kind of what the town does, during it, and maybe like what some of your favorite memories are of growing up here and being involved in the festival.
Okay, well,
I was 6 years old, I'm fixing to tell my age, when the festival started with Dick Killebrew, and then our son, people here that remember when he was a child, opened up Bartley's Lemonade. And when they started with the Main Street Munches, Bartley would have his Bartley's Lemonade. It was a little house that we would bring, and he took part in the Main Street Munches as that and all. And then I was in Miss St. Patrick's when I was in high school. I didn't win, the pretty girl won, but I've always been involved ever since the beginning of the St. Patrick's Festival, and always looked forward to it. And to see that it started off with just a few days, and now the festivities last for over a month.
Yeah.
Which I think is great for Dublin.
I remember the excitement as a child about the St. Patrick's Festival and marching in the parade, twirling the baton,
Sure.
and participating in Miss Emerald City and Miss St. Patrick's myself. I also did not win, but I loved it, and the excitement still exists today. And luckily, I'm able to be the director now for the Miss Emerald City pageant and keep that tradition going.
That's really special. It's just truly another commitment to the nostalgia and how important it is for people to come to a community and put in the time and the work to a community, because that's the only way you can keep it great. I mean, all the different clubs we have, the Pilot Club and all those, our community is so lucky for all those people who volunteer their time and who come back to the community and make a big investment in it. So proud to be here with you guys in Dublin, Georgia today, talking about this great city and this great event that you guys have coming up. Was there something else that you wanted to mention about that?
Right. Well, I do want to just mention to everybody that at 9 o'clock on March the 28th, people will be able to come and pick up their tickets. At 9:30, we'll have a gathering in the Dublin Theatre. I want to call it Martin Theatre. That's what it was when I was little. But at the Dublin Theatre, and our Mayor Joshua Kite will be presenting a 15 to 20 minute history of Dublin with on the screen the video of the past of Dublin as he talks. And then at 10 o'clock, the doors open at the churches and at the houses for people to tour. And it's you go see what you want to when you want to.
Nice.
You get to choose your restaurant, your food that you'd like to eat. At lunchtime, you're on your own until 3 o'clock, which will be at the end of the, that'll be the ending of our tour. And I think Julie may have something special she might want to share.
Yes, we have Miss Georgia coming, and she'll be playing the violin on the front porch of the Page House during the tour.
Wow. Y'all, don't miss this event. It's going to be really special.
I do need to mention the Hampton Inn is giving a special rate for people out of town that are coming for this event. So be sure they call the Hampton Inn if you need to make your reservations if you're outside of Dublin.
Yeah, and please come. Hopefully they'll be pleasantly surprised at this little town. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate your time so much today. And we're just really looking forward to it. And go get your tickets. You can find information on their Facebook page and visit dublinga.org.
Thank you.